We have with us our local veterinarian, Dr. Abby Wimmer, to talk to us about our local rabies incident. Doctor, tell me about rabies and how concerned we should be about the threat of rabies.
Yes, happy to be here. Rabies is a fatal disease that affects the nervous system of both animals and humans. It is passed through the saliva of an infected animal. So one can become infected by being bit by an animal or by having the saliva contact an open wound or cut. As for the threat of rabies, I believe that we should be aware of its dangers, especially having a case locally. We can manage it through our own actions. It's important for our community to vaccinate their animals, be aware of the signs of rabies, and to not interact with potentially rabid animals.
What should we do to reduce the risk of getting rabies?
Absolutely. So there's three things to help reduce the risk of getting rabies. Number one, and the most important, is to vaccinate your pets. I urge all viewers to vaccinate their pets. Like I said, rabies is fatal to both humans and animals. If we can vaccinate our pets and they become exposed to rabies, we can lessen the chance of them from dying from this rabies virus. We can also protect ourselves from being exposed through our pets. Number two is to know the signs of a potentially rabid animal. The important thing about signs is one, two, or a whole combination or none can be present. Some of the more common ones is excessive drooling, such as foaming at the mouth, can having a different change in mentation, acting like they're not all there. They can become more aggressive. And lastly, if you suspect a rabid animal in your area, remove your pet from the situation and call local animal control. When I was in elementary school, we had a rabid skunk in our backyard. We ended up having to move our outdoor dogs inside and locking them up to prevent them from having access to the skunk. We called local animal control, and they're trained professionally to remove this skunk safely so no one ended up being harmed. It's important to remember all three of these ways to reduce the risk of getting rabies because it can happen to anyone and anywhere.
What else would you like to share with our viewers about rabies?
Absolutely. So we talked about how it's important to vaccinate our animals and how we should remove our animals from situations that may have a potentially rabid animal. Well, I would like to say lastly that if your animal is exposed to a rabid animal, it's important to contact your vet immediately. They can provide the treatment and care your animal needs to recover. Thank you so much.